I'm here to take you guys through a little yoga flow today. I want to focus on prepping for wheel. So wheel is upward bow pose. And we'll do that at the end of the class. So really focusing on a lot of heart openers, back bends, twists at the end of it as well. So we might as well get started. I'm really excited for today's class. So go ahead and sit down onto your mat. I like to take hero pose. So I'm just sitting on my legs, sit up nice and tall, and just start to breathe and close your eyes. Take deep breaths. Go ahead and relax your face. Unclench your jaw. Relax the space in between your eyebrows. Let your skin soften. Allow yourself to be open and vulnerable. Once again, keep breathing deeper. Feel all senses of your feet up in the air as you expand and contract. Now, as we begin this practice, go ahead and take it at your own pace. If something doesn't feel right with you, or if you need to take a break, go ahead. This is your time. This is your practice. Now slowly start to open your eyes. Reach the arms up and over your head. Inhale. And then exhale, take your hands to heart center. Ground to yourself here. Once again, inhale, reach the arms up and over. Down with the energy to exhale, take hands to heart center. Ground your chin towards your chest. Feel that intuitive center. And then slowly take your fingertips forward. Come down into an all fours position. Once you're in all fours here, go ahead. Press your hands down and lift your ribcage up. And then on your own breath, take a few rounds of cat and cow. Move slowly here. Go ahead and let your head drop, let the pelvis drop. Use your breath. One more. And then come back to center. From here, keep your hands a little bit wider. So about as wide as the shoulder blades, maybe a little bit more. Bring the tops of your feet towards your ankles. So you start to engage the back side of the body. Here you're going to sit back, keep your arms where they are. And then pull the chest forward. So that's all we're doing is we're sitting back, pulling our heels in towards the midline, and then come back to center. Now breathe into the upper body, puff up the back of your chest, and then come back. So you should start to feel the glutes and the hamstrings engage. And try really hard to keep your arms right where they are. And your eyes and the elbows point towards each other. There's no hyperextension. One more breath. And then come back to center. Take the left arm up, reach it towards the ceiling, and then pull it through towards the right side, shoulder stretch. Go ahead and walk the right fingertips forward. And then take the right leg out back behind you. And just pause here. Breathe into that space in between the shoulder blades. Focus your energy there. And then slowly come back to center. Press up with the right hand to place the left hand back down. Take the right arm up, point it towards the ceiling, and then bring it down through that left side. Walk the left fingertips forward, and then stick the left leg out back behind you. Press through the back heel. Hold here. And then press down with the left hand. Bring yourself back up to center. Tuck the toes underneath you. Lift the hips up. We're not coming into a downward dog right yet. Just lift the hips up. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. And pause here for a moment. Take the right hip down. And then switch, take the left hip down. So a little ab work here, a little obliques. And we're staying on the balls of our feet. And then come back to center. Lift the hips up. Come into a downward dog with the knees bent. Bend one leg at a time. Paddle through the heat. And then find stillness here. Shake your head no. Make sure that your shoulders are pulling away from the ears. And then go ahead and walk the feet towards your hands, forward fold. Let the top of the head drop down. Let it feel heavy. Pull. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up to standing. Big shoulder roll at the top here. Inhale, reach the arms up and over. Exhale, flat back, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest up halfway, fingertips or shins, whatever feels good. And then exhale, step down to plank. And then from plank, take the knees down, send the hips back, child's pose. Go ahead, let your forehead touch. Walk your hands over towards the left side. Really pull the right fingertips towards the left side of the body. Go ahead and pause here. All right, walk the hands back to center. Then take them over towards the right side. And once again, pull the left fingertips forward and to the right. Let your forehead drop down if you can. And then roll your forehead side to side. One more breath in and out. Walk the fingertips back to center. Pull yourself forward. Lift up to downward dog once again. Pause here for a moment. Walk the hands back towards your feet. Turn the heels in, toes come out. Come into a low squat. Go ahead, take your hands to heart center here. Press the elbows in towards the inside of the knees. And then rock side to side. So we're dropping one knee towards the floor. If your heels can touch down, that's awesome. Go ahead, let them touch down towards the floor. If not, stay with me with the heels lifted. Come back to center, and then walk your hands down to plank. Shift your weight forward, lower down chaturanga, and then lift up to an upward dog. Pause here. Press the hands down to lift your hips up a little bit higher, and then come back, downward dog. Go ahead, walk towards the front of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, up halfway, flat back. Release, forward fold down, and then take the arms up and over your head, rise to standing. Exhale and release the arms up towards the sides. Once again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back. And then jump back to plank or step back. Shift your weight forward, lower down chaturanga. And then press yourself through. Hips come up and back, downward dog. Pause here. Roll back into plank. Take the knees down towards the floor. So now we're in all fours. Take the right leg up and back behind you. Pause here. Then take the left arm in front. Small little arm balance here. We're just warming up. Point the right toes, bend the right knee. With the left hand, reach back. You can either grab the top of the foot or stay here. One more breath. Release back down, all fours. Rest and reset. Let's take one round of cat and cow. Come back to center. Take the left foot back behind you, flex the foot, so press it back. Lift the right arm up. So feel like you're being pulled in two different directions, really extend. Point the left toes, bend the left knee. With your right hand, reach back to the top of your foot. If you can grab it, go ahead and pull it back. Open the front of your chest. Go ahead and release back down. One more round of cat and cow. Come back to neutral spine, tuck the toes, lift up, downward dog. Walk the feet back towards your hands once again, low squat. Take your arms forward and make a little fist with your hands. So reach forward and just pause here. Lift the ribs away from your hips. Bring your knees in towards the midline. Squeeze the inner thighs together as you slowly come back up to standing. Walk back towards the front of your mat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. One more sun salutation. Let's keep going. Step back to plank. One more time. Flow through. Lift the chest up. Make sure you don't look up towards the ceiling. We don't want to break our necks. We do want to stay right in front of us. Press your hands down one more time. Lift the hips up, downward dog. Right leg comes in between the hands. Low lunge. Take your left knee down. Untuck the left toes. Take your arms up and over. Once again, we're reaching forward, lifting up through the torso. From here, inhale. Exhale, small back bend. Bring your hips forward. Come back to center. Take your arms in front of you. Right arm comes underneath the left. We're going to take eagle arms if y'all are familiar. So right arm underneath left. Pull your elbows down. Breathe. And then go ahead and release the arms. Take the hands on either side of the right foot. Send your hips back, coming into a half splits position. Bring your hips back to center. Tuck the left toes underneath you. Lift the left knee up. Keep your left hand down onto the floor, so only fingertips are going to touch. The right arm lifts up for a twist. Make sure your right hip pulls back. Go ahead and take the right hand back down. Bring your left foot in a little bit closer so your weight is right in the middle of the legs. Bend your right knee just a little bit. Fingertips are down onto the floor. Pull your chest forward. So this pose is called pyramid pose. And I like to keep my back flat in this position. I don't really like to come all the way down because I feel like we're not stretching enough when we come down. But when we pull our chest up and focus on keeping the hips square, you actually get a really good workout in the hamstrings. All right, slowly take the arms up and over. Let's pause here, get a little ab work. All right, bend the right knee, lift the left heel up. Now we're in a high lunge. Take the arms open into a T, and then twist over your right side. Take the right hand down towards your right thigh, lift the left arm up, twist. Or reverse twist. There we go. Go ahead and release. Come back to center. Take the hands back down, come back to a downward dog. A little pause here. All right, let's do second side. Left leg in between the hands. Take it down. Right knee comes down. Lift the arms up. Once again, reach tall. Send the hips forward to bring the chest back towards the sky. Come back to center. Take your arms in front of you. This time the left arm wraps underneath the right arm. We'll just hold here in center, pressing the elbows down. And then go ahead and gently unwrap. Take the hands on either side of the left foot. Shift your weight back towards the right heel. All right, send the hips forward once again. Tuck the right toes underneath you. Lift up into a twist. Take the left arm over. So press down with the right fingertips, but make sure we're not putting all of our weight down on here. If you want, you can lift up. So just try playing with lifting up and coming back down. All right, here we go. Take the arms back to center. Step the right foot in just a little bit, coming into that pyramid pose. Bend both knees slightly so we're not hyperextending the legs. Fingertips reach down towards the floor. Flatten the back as best you can. I'm going to step my feet in a little bit closer. We just want to make sure our left hip stays in line with the right hip. So we're not taking it forward, but we're keeping them in line. All right, nice strong backs. Take the arms in front of you, little balance. Go ahead and lift your chest up slightly. All right, bend the left knee. Bring the right leg back a little bit, coming into that high lunge. Open the arms out into a T, and then twist over your left leg this time. Take the left hand down. Go ahead and bring the right arm up. And then release the twist. Come back to center for one breath. Then send the hands down. Downward dog. Go ahead, roll back to plank. Take the knees down and then send the hips back, child's pose. Go ahead and grab some water if you need to. I'm going to turn my fan on because it's getting a little hot. All right. Let's come back to the top of our mats. Quick little inhale. And then exhale, release. Once more, inhale, take the arms up. And then exhale, take your hands to your heart. Close your eyes here and try to stay still. So when we close our eyes, our body tries to find its own balance. And it gets a little tough. We get a little wobbly. Go ahead and open your eyes slowly. Take the arms up and over your head as you sit back into chair pose. Take your arms out into a T and then twist over your right side. Sit lower. Come back to center. And then drop down, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest up halfway. Exhale, come down to plank. This time, let's come all the way down to the floor. We're gonna lift up into some baby cobras. So take your arms out by your rib cage. Inhale and lift the chest up just a little bit. Keep the arms bent. Pull the chest forward and up. Take the arms off the floor. Take the hands back down, release back. Here we go, one more time. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, release the hands off the floor. Take the hands back down. Press yourself up into a full cobra this time. And then send the hips back, downward dog. Right leg comes in between the hands, warrior one. So the left heel comes down. Hips and shoulders square. Take the hands back behind you. Open up your chest here, so pull the knuckles down. And then bring your chest in between your legs. Go ahead and release the hands. Bring the left arm forward. The right arm comes back behind. And then bring the right arm to meet the left. And then open up to warrior two. From here, bring your arms to center. Take the right arm underneath the left arm once again, eagle arms. Make sure we keep the bend in the right knee. Go ahead and release and unwrap. Look right over your right hand. Straighten the right leg, and then come down for triangle pose. Shift your weight forward once again. Bring the left knee down towards the floor. Lean forward. So really make sure that you're not on top of the knee, but you're right in front of it. Bend the left knee. With the right hand, reach back. Stay here, or take both arms back. Ooh, little balance. So if you can have both arms on your foot, lean forward once again. Pull your heel towards your glute. Go ahead and release back down. Come back into that high lunge. Woo, a little breath. Then take the hands back down, downward dog. Roll through the plank. Come all the way down towards the floor. Inhale, lift the chest up into a cobra. Take the arms up, and then open them out towards the side. Take the hands back down, release. We'll do that once more. Inhale, lift up. Take the arms out to the side. Make sure your chin isn't tucking into your chest. Go ahead, release the hands down. Lower the face back down. For one big inhale, lift up to full cobra. So press your arms down in front of you once again. Pull your chest forward. And then send the hips up and back. Downward dog. Left leg comes in between the hands. Warrior one. So right heel comes down towards the floor. Hips and shoulders are facing forward. Feeling nice and strong here. We can take the arms back behind us and still keep our balance. We can bring the chest forward and still keep the bend in the left knee. Go ahead and release. Take the arms back up for one more breath. And then open up to warrior two on the left side. From here, bring your arms in front of you. The left hand comes underneath the right. So opposite of what we did. Make sure the left knee is still bent. Grow nice and tall. Go ahead and release the arms. Straighten the left leg, and then come down to triangle pose. Look up towards the sky. Shift your weight forward once again. Go ahead and drop that right knee down towards the floor this time. Untuck the toes. Once again, make sure to lean forward so you're not on top of your knee. As you bend the right knee, with the left hand, reach back. You can stay here or bring both hands back. Lift the chest up. Pull your heel towards your glutes. And if this is too much for the knees, go ahead and just take a break. Release back down. Let's lift up into that high lunge one more time. And then take the hands back down, downward dog. Take your right leg up and back for a three-legged down dog. So make sure the toes point down towards the floor. Bring your knee in towards your chest. Pause here. Curve the spine. And then bring it in between the hands. Warrior one. Open up to warrior two once again. Make sure hips and shoulders are in line as we take the right arm up and over. And then come back to center. Take the right hand towards the inside of the right leg. Take the left arm up and over. And then release, come back to warrior two. Shift your weight forward so we're in that high lunge once again. And then try to do this without bringing the left leg down. Push off with the left toes. Bring the left knee right in front of you. Go ahead and extend the left leg out. I'm going to step back a little bit so I have room. Extend the left leg out and hold. Rebend the left knee. Bring it back behind you. Keep your right arm where it is. Grab the top of the left foot. Take your right arm a little bit lower now. We're going to pull up into dancer pose. So go ahead, grab the inside of the left foot actually. This feels a little better. So here we're opening up our chest by pulling the foot back. Bend the right knee just a little bit. Lean forward. And if you fall out, totally fine. That's what we're here for. We're here to practice. All right. Release the hand of the foot. Don't let that foot drop. Bring it back in front of you once again. Bend the right knee. Take the left ankle on top of the right knee. Figure four stretch. Go ahead and bring your chest forward, still lifting up. One more breath. And then we'll send the left leg down, all the way down. Bring it right in front to a kickstand. Send your hips back. Bend the knees. Take the arms in front of you. Bring the left hand underneath the right. So now we're in full eagle. Lift the chest up. Come back to center. Go ahead and release and unwrap. And then come back to standing. Shake that leg out. All right, second side. Inhale, reach the arms up. Let's exhale, forward fold. And then step back to downward dog. Bring the left leg up and back. Remember, your toes point down towards the floor. Bring the knee in towards your chest. Curve the spine. Then bring the foot down. Come up to a high lunge. And then open up to warrior two on the left side. So go ahead, take a moment to adjust. Take the left arm up and over you, reverse warrior. And then come back, warrior two. Bring the arms forward. Left hand comes down towards the inside of the leg. Right arm comes up and over you. Go ahead and lift back up. Shift your weight forward. Here we go, a little challenge. Push off with the right toes. Woo! Bring the right knee in front of the chest. And then straighten the right leg out. Once again, move it back. Grow nice and tall. Extend out through the leg and extend out through the hands. Rebend the knee, point the toe. With your right hand, grab the inside of the right foot. Take your left arm right in front of you, shoulder height. Bend the left knee. And then go ahead and start pulling that right foot back. Hold. Find your focus. Go ahead and release. Don't let the foot drop. Take your ankle to your knee. Bend the left knee. Take the hands down on the shin and on the ankle. Flex the foot. Go ahead and bend the left knee even more. Let the right leg drop. Bring the ball of the foot right in front of you. Take the arms in front of you. Right arm comes underneath the left. Lift the chest up. Take a small back bend here. Come back to center. Go ahead and release and unwrap. And grab a sip of water if you need to. I need some water. All right. We're going to continue. So come down onto the floor this time. So we're coming down to our mats. And let's swing the legs over. So when you're ready, come back and join me. Sit up nice and tall right here. I like to keep a slight bend in my knees so I don't hyperextend. So if you like me and you hyperextend, go ahead, bend the knees. Pull the fingertips towards you as you bring your chest forward. You just want to find this good position. And now walk the hands back. Fingertips are still facing your glutes. Press down with the hands. So use your abs. Lift up into reverse plank. So go ahead, let your toes drop. Lift the hips up and look up towards the sky. Lower back down. Woo! Lots of abs. All right, let's do that one more time. So when we're ready, walk our hands back. Keep the engagement in the legs. Squeeze your glutes. Press the heels down to lift you up. Let the toes descend. Keep the hips lifted. Three, 2, 1. Lower down. Swing the legs over. We're not done yet. Go ahead and walk forward. Let's come into Sphinx pose first. So bring the chest down. Take your forearms out in front of you. And all we do here is pull our chest forward, pull the elbows back towards us, and lift up. Nice and easy breath. All right. Now take your hands, bring them together. So make sure that your fingertips touch each elbow. So this is the space that we want to create right here. Then open the arms back up. Come onto your hands and knees. You can stay here if you'd like, or tuck the toes, and then lift the hips up. Come into a dolphin pose here. So this is a lot. If this is too much for you today, stay down on your knees. Shift your weight forward. Make sure you press down with your elbows. Walk the feet in a little bit more if you can. And hold here. And then go ahead, if you were with me in dolphin, take the knees down and come sit onto your knees, hero pose. Close your eyes. Allow yourself to reset. Allow the blood to flow back. All right, open your arms back up. Come back down onto your belly. Keep your feet touching, toes pointed. Take the arms back behind you. Clasp them together. So if your hands can touch, go ahead and lift the hands off your glutes and lift the chest up. Pull your knuckles back. And then lower back down. Release the hands and look over your left shoulder. We'll do that once more. This time, if you want to lift your legs off of the floor, go ahead. So we're going to start with our upper body. Pull the arms straight. As we lift the chest up, you lift the feet up. Big toes touch. Look right in front of you. And then go ahead and release back down. Take the arms on either side of the rib cage, and then slowly peel yourself off of the floor, coming onto your hands and knees. Bring the legs over, and now we're going to lie onto our back. So we're going to take a few bridge poses before we get into wheel. So walk the feet a little bit closer to you. Keep the legs hip width apart. Keep your arms down right next to you. Squeeze your glutes, press down with your heels, and lift the hips up. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Come on to balance on the top of the shoulder blades. And just pause here. Go ahead and lower back down. Let's take that a few more times. All right, squeeze the glutes, squeeze your hamstrings first. Engage the lower body to lift yourself up. Once you've come to the top of your shoulder blades, go ahead and walk the hands underneath you. And then clasp your hands together. If you want to lift the heels off the floor, go ahead. And then walk the feet in. And then walk the feet back out. Lower the heels down. Lift the hips up a little bit higher. Release the hands, come back down. Let's all take bridge one more time. All right, inhale, squeeze and lift. Walk your arms underneath you. Stay here or lift the heels off the floor just a little bit. Go ahead and lower the heels back down. And then lower all the way down. All right, whoever wants to come with me and try wheel, let's go ahead and do so. Remember, if you've never tried this before, it's best to stay in bridge. But if you have done wheel before and you're familiar with it, go ahead and come with me. So take the hands back behind you on either side of the head. It's okay to let your fingertips come out to the sides. That actually helps. And pause here for a moment. Walk the feet in a little bit more. We're going to come onto the top of our heads first. So press the hands down. Lift up to the top of your head. Pause. Lift your hips up. Stay here, or lift up with the chest first, and then the hips lead. Coming into full wheel. Lift the heels off the floor if you'd like. Press up even more. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Lower the heels back down. Go ahead, descend down slowly. Come to the top of your head first, and then shift your weight back. Lower down. All right, let's do that one more time, shall we? I'm gonna fix my ponytail. So when you're ready, either in bridge or wheel, whatever you feel, take your hands back, either side of the head. Once again, it's easier to keep the fingertips out towards the side. Walk your feet in. Press down with your hands. Lift up to the top of your head. Push back. Here we're going to lift up with our chest first. Then the hips follow. Walk your feet in a little bit more. Lift the heels off if you can. Lower the heels down. Go ahead, slowly, slowly come down. Top of that first, and press back. Whew, release. Go ahead, walk your feet out to the either side of your mat. Take your arms out into a T. Take your knees all the way over to the left. Let your hips release. Your right knee's not going to come down to the floor, and that's okay. Bring your knees back to center. Take them over towards the right side. And back to center. Bring your knees in towards your chest. And just pause here for a moment. There's a lot of work on the upper body, a lot of strength. And then go ahead and release the feet back down. We're going to outstretch the legs, so let the legs come out. Take the arms up and over your head. Pull the fingertips over you, so reach long. Pull yourself in two different directions once again. And then bend the knees. Take your right ankle across. Right ankle to left knee. Flex the foot. Go ahead and grab the left hamstring. Stay here, or straighten the left leg. We're going to practice pulling the foot away from us. So pull your leg away for 3, 2, 1, and then bring it in towards you. Once again, let's pull the leg away, and with our hands, we press it in. So feel this tension in the left leg. For 3, 2, 1, and then come back to center. And just hold here. Release the left foot back down. Keep your legs in this figure 4 position. Arms are out into a T once again. Take the feet over towards the left side. And then come back to center. Go ahead and release. Take your left ankle on top of the right knee. And then once again, grab underneath your right hamstring. Stay here or straighten the right leg. If you're coming with me and straightening the right leg, we're going to pull the foot away from us for 3, 2, 1, and then come back to center. Small pull in. Let's try that again. Pull the leg away. Feel the tension as you press your hands into your hamstring. For 3, 2, 1, and then pull back in. And just hold here in center. Go ahead and release the right foot back down. Arms right to the side, just let them hang. Open your chest. Start to relax as you take your legs over towards the right. We're still pressing our ankle and our knee together. Nice and deep breath. Come back to center. Release the ankle. Soles of the feet touch. Let's just take a big bound ankle pose here. With your hands, take them on the inside of your thighs and just gently press your thighs down towards the floor. Close your eyes. Then go ahead, gently bring your knees back to center. Bring them in towards your chest. Gently rock side to side. And then roll onto your right side or your left. And then press yourself up into a seated position. I like to sit on my knees, but whatever feels good for you. Close your eyes as you sit up nice and tall. Take your arms up and over your head. Take your hands to heart center. Go ahead and bow to yourself. Acknowledge your awesome, amazing body. It has allowed you to do this practice today. It just carries you throughout life. Always remember to honor your body and honor yourself. Surround yourself with people and things that uplift you, that help you reach your highest power. A few more breaths. Okay, one more breath in. Exhale, release. Namaste. All right, thank you everyone so much for practicing with me today. Once again, my name is Breanna, and this was a yoga flow class. I really appreciate everybody that's come to watch these videos. Thank you so much. Have a great day.